Hi everybody, it's Marcy. I'm up in my studio. I'll give you a little sweep of the studio. It's a gorgeous spring day. That's the work area. This is the sewing fun area. Out the window, trees are blooming. It's absolutely gorgeous. In this corner, I'm getting ready to go to Paris. And so I've got probably way too many choices, but this is the rack. And I'll be doing a blog about what finally makes the cut when it goes into the suitcase. And then the view out the back, the garden, the barn in the distance. And what I'm focusing on this morning is I'm hoping I have time to make one more piece before I go. I'm sure some of you know what that's like. And what I'm working on, this is kind of a fun peek into the design process, is I am working on Vogue 9057. Might take a minute for the camera to focus in, or not. Sorry for the little blip there. That's better. And I've got a new palette this spring, which is pretty fun. I'm working with kind of an ocean celadon grayed out green. And I thought my plan for today is I want to make my version of the French Mariner t-shirt. You know, the t-shirt that you see all the French men, women, children alike working on. And my idea is that I'm going to use my favorite version of this pattern and I'm going to cut it on the bias. And so I wanted to show you just a couple of tricks that I use for laying a pattern on the bias. So I've got this one laid out already, and what we're looking at here is it took me just about a yard of fabric. One of the big questions sewing people always want to know is, how much fabric should I buy? My personal philosophy is more is a little better. But what is going on here is I took the fabric and I folded it on a diagonal, and to be sure it's pretty much on the right diagonal, I put the selvage along a line of the stripe. And then the other trick that was very helpful to me is the fabric didn't want to lay smoothly on the fold. It kind of kinked. So I took my magic wand, a yardstick, and you just slip that in, see, to the fold, like so, chunka chunka chunk, and you can smooth out any little irregularities. So now at this point I'm ready to cut. And when I go to cut the back, I'm going to want to make sure that the stripes, see how the stripes are going this way? So I could actually choose to lay my pattern the way it is here, or I could flip it over so the stripes go the other way. And that's a design decision. I haven't made that decision quite yet, but so I haven't cut it yet, but I'm thinking about it. And the other thing I'm going to share with you is my pattern does not look like the normal pattern out of the envelope, does it? And that's because I have I like to make a full paper pattern from the pattern itself. So this has been adapted to my size, and I have had that moment where I do a full bust adjustment. So if you look at this pattern, you can see I've done the full bust adjustment as well. So stay tuned as I work on this garment. I think it would be a lot of stripes to have stripes everywhere. So over here, I'm auditioning some other fabrics. So this is kind of just almost like clouds. These are fabrics out of my stash. So this could be a sleeve. Then there's a little tidbit of something that has kind of the same color scheme. That might be a cuff, that might be the neckband. And then I have another really wonderful fabric that is a digital print of Venice. And we're producing some of this for sale on the website. So that'll be available sometime this summer. And that could be one or both sleeves. So I'm not sure yet where this is going, what it's going to be, but I'm very excited to be home in the studio on a gorgeous day with an undecided but fun project in front of me. Hope you're having a great time in your studio as well. So happy spring, happy sewing from my studio to yours.